What if I told you that every generation, yes, every single one, has been called a generation of losers? The so-called lazy Gen Z, the entitled Millennials, the rebellious Gen X, and even the boring baby boomers. Each one mocked, misunderstood, and blamed for the world's problems. But here's the twist. Every generation thought the next one was the end of civilization. And yet, every single time, humanity moved forward. Today, we're going to travel through time to see how each generation was born, shaped by its struggles, and defined by the people who refused to accept those labels. Because maybe, just maybe, the generation of losers was the one that saved us all. Number 1. The silent generation, born between 1928 and 1945. They grew up during the Great Depression and World War II. They were taught to be disciplined, loyal, and quiet. While the world crumbled, they rebuilt it, brick by brick. Yet later, they were criticized for being too obedient and too traditional. But without their sacrifice, the world wouldn't have the peace and stability that allowed the next generations to dream bigger. Number 2. The baby boomers, born between 1946 and 1964. They were born into hope, the post-war boom. They witnessed the moon landing, civil rights movements, and the birth of rock and roll. They changed culture, politics, and technology. But as they aged, people called them selfish, stuck in the past, responsible for economic inequality. Still, they're the ones who built the systems, the universities, companies, and economies that we still rely on today. Number 3. Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980. The latchkey kids, growing up with divorces, rising technology, and MTV. They were independent, skeptical, and resourceful. The world called them apathetic and directionless. But they gave us the internet revolution. The people who created Google, Amazon, and the modern web mostly came from this generation. They didn't just adapt to technology, they invented it. Number 4. Millennials, born between 1981 and 1996. The generation that saw the world go from dial-up to smartphones. They entered adulthood during the 2008 financial crisis, working twice as hard for half the reward. They were called lazy, entitled snowflakes. But it was millennials who built social media, startups, and the creator economy. They turned side hustles into empires and memes into movements. They're the generation that proved you can make a living doing what you love, even if the world laughs at you for it. Number 5. Generation Z, born between 1997 and 2012. The first true digital natives, born with the internet in their hands. They've never known a world without Wi-Fi or smartphones. Critics call them addicted, anxious, and disconnected from reality. But Gen Z is redefining what power means. They don't wait for permission, they create. From viral movements to online activism, they've changed culture faster than any generation before them. They may scroll endlessly, but they also speak fearlessly. Number 6. Gen Alpha, born after 2013. They're growing up with AI, VR, and the metaverse. The youngest, yet the most connected in history. No one knows what their future will look like. But if history has taught us anything, it's that they'll also be called lazy, soft, or lost. And once again, they'll prove everyone wrong. Every generation inherits the problems of the last and gets blamed for not solving them fast enough. But here's the truth. We are all products of our time, shaped by the wars we didn't fight, the crises we survived, and the technologies we discovered. There was never a generation of losers. Only generations of survivors, dreamers, and builders. So next time someone says, "Kids these days don't get it," remember, people said the exact same thing about you. Because history doesn't repeat itself. It just updates to the next version.